Hello Internet, Bardic Monk here, and welcome back to Bardic Brawl. We're trying a new camera angle so that way I can have a little bit more light. Uh, Thank you very much, Web Warrior Fanatic. I just saw his Ronin Mythbusters video with Adam Warlock while I was at the gym, and I thought maybe I should adjust the camera angle. Maybe that's the big problem I could solve, my lighting situation. So hopefully that works out. So anyway. For our first expert game, we're going to be playing against Rhino with Shulk, and we are using all three of the expert cards. When you're playing an expert game, you just need these three cards added to the standard set. And when we are setting up the character, Rhino 2 and 3 are going to be played instead of Rhino 1. So I'll put this over to the side. So we're going to have Rhino 2 and 3. We're going to have this set up, and then Breaking and Taken, I believe, are going to be shown immediately. Yeah, when revealed, search the encounter deck and discard pile for Breaking and Taken. Yep. Is there anything else for this? No, we're just going to advance to 1B. Nothing there. This is going to start with 3. And this thing is right next to my head. Alright. Search the encounter deck and discard pile for the Break and Taken. Shuffle the encounter deck. Yep. Then Rhino is going to be getting a little bit of help because he has a couple of Hydra mercenaries in here. 1, 2. He's got 2 mercenaries, Sandman and Shocker. Right, yeah. So he's got 4 people helping him out, so let's give him a little bit more help with Legions of Hydra. This side scheme has Madam Hydra, Hydra soldiers with guard, and Legions of Hydra getting additional threat here for every Hydra enemy in play, so this should be a good combo. With that, I think I'm done shuffling Rhino. Let's go over to Shulk. Shulk, she has her obligation I need to shuffle into here. I'll do that in a second. I'm just going to mess up the card so I know I need to shuffle those. Titania and the Personal Challenge both being part of this deck. Yep. This is good. We're going to put both these off to the side. I have to try really hard not to hit these chords. Okay, and then we have her set. She's playing in Aggression and Basic according to this preset page that I have for Marvel Champions. It just shows all the cards and all the decks and everything. Again, if you have all these cards set up and you just want to play it without having to build a deck, you get these preset decks made up, you split the basic cards from the aspect cards, and just keep the aspect cards how they are, and just start mix and matching per character. Just because I'm playing, just because they show Aggression for She-Hulk, it doesn't mean it's the only way that you can play her. Anybody can play Leadership. When you start building out from the core box, Leadership is crazy. It's not exactly broken. A lot of people say it is, but I think it's just there are a lot of answers to what villains do, and it can be a little boring if you just play Leadership over and over again, but I enjoy playing Leadership, and I think I've lost enough games with Leadership to know that it's not broken, or at least it's not broken when when these cards are in the hands of a beginner like me. So, all right, we're going to cut that. If we have no more setup stuff, we got to shuffle this because of the obligation. Just making sure this is all facing the right way. Okay. If you have the hands of a newbie like me, look upon these hands. There's not a lot that you could be doing wrong or right. Just when you're trying to play the game, you're just trying to play the game. So, regardless of what you do, I think if you're having fun, I think that's all that matters. And right now, I just like fighting people who like to run into walls. Rhino is one of my favorite villains to fight against. We'll see how this turns out because She-Hulk is one of my worst heroes to play as, and I just like Rhino a lot. And my, I think, all-time favorite villain is Juggernaut. Not because he's super interesting, but because he's so boring. Just like Rhino. They just run into walls and they like to hurt people. I think that's all that you really need for a bumbling doofus, which is what they're usually written as. At least in what I've seen. I like Juggernaut just being... From that short, if anybody even remembers that. Are people too young for that now? Anyway, let's set up. Alright, Jennifer Walters, we're going to go over the character abilities real quick. So she has I Object, Interrupt when threat would be placed on a scheme, prevent one of that threat, limit once per round. And when She-Hulk flips, she has Do You Even Lift response. After you change to this form, deal 2 damage to an enemy. So this is really cool. We're going to start with Jennifer Walters. She has 15 HP versus the Rhino's 15 as well. I don't know why I started 14. Is that? Yeah, that's level 1. So level 2 is going to start with 15, and then level 3 is going to be 16. Other thing we need to do is worry about the mulligan. So let's see what this is. And alright, I want to stun him as quickly as possible, so we're going to keep that. Legal practice, we don't need that right now. Split personality could work. He would just scheme. So we'll play 3. Brady your hero. Yeah. Okay. We don't have anything for resources right now, so tenacity I'm not going to keep. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, so we're doing that. Combat training, also not great. After hero defeats an enemy, so no, we don't need that right now. We could use this, we could use this, and we could use this. Let's just hope for some doubles. 1, 2, 3. Nothing, but we do have a helicarrier. That's useful. Alright. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Again, if you haven't seen the previous game, I also have the HP at this side. We have a round counter up here and a timer down here to record how actually long I've been playing this up. In between cuts and everything like that, the timer's still going. I'm not just setting it to however long the video is, but I am going to start editing so that way I know how long it usually takes me to beat a game. It always feels like an hour. Not that it's bad, just I feel like I take my time versus rushing through it like some people do and then getting through these videos very quickly. I'm trying to just enjoy this, so I think that's everything. Everything set up. Okay. Cut one more time. We have this. This is going to go up here. Yeah. Okay. It's going to get interrupted there. Let's begin. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We're going to play helicarrier for 3. We're going to get rid of combat training, legal practice, and 1-2 punch. That gets out helicarrier. I'm going to flip to do 2 damage to Hulk with Do You Even Lift, so he's down to 13. Then I'm going to thwart for 1, so I break it and take him down to 2. And I don't have anything else that can work, so I will ready up. I want to keep both of these, just hope for the best, so we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Perfect. Ooh, focused rage can work too. Alright. It's the end of my turn, my phase. Now it's the villain phase. First things first, it's going to go up by 1. And then he's going to activate against me for 3 attack. I am going to defend for 2. So he's doing 3, 4, 5. I take away 3, so now I take away 2, so I'm taking 3 damage. I'm down to 12. And then he gives me 1 counter card plus another one for breaking and taking. So Hydra Mercenary comes out with a card. And Shadow of the Past. Finally, it happened. Alright. Shadow of the Past, in order to do this, when revealed, let's read this. When revealed, reveal your set-aside Nemesis minion and put it into play engaged with you. Reveal your set-aside Nemesis side scheme, and put it into play. Shuffle the rest of your set-aside Nemesis encounter set into the encounter deck. If your Nemesis minion does not enter the game this way, this card gains Surge. So we put Titania into play, and Personal Challenge. This comes out at 3, and it has a Crisis token, which means icon, which means I can't thwart the main scheme. And when revealed, place an additional 1 per person threat here, so 4. Breaking and taking, nothing else happens, so it just gave us the extra 1. Hydra Mercenary has Guard, that's it. And then Titania has X equal to Titania's remaining hit points, so she has 6 attack right now. Definitely want to bring that down. And then Titania's Fury, 2 copies, and Genetically Enhanced. Both of these, or all 3 of these, are going to go into the deck, and we're going to shuffle. I get to naturally pull that out because I completely forgot. If you saw the last episode, I said I was going to alter the deck, and I completely forgot to do that. So I'm glad it did come out in the first turn, though. It's great. I did shuffle before this, right? Yeah, I shuffled like 3 times prepping for this video, so... Alright, that's cool. I didn't even have to use any trickery for it. Thank you. Thank you, Fate. That's the end of that. So now it's our turn. And I'm going to use... Let's see. I'm going to use... Oh man, I want that. We're going to use Helicarrier to make Focused Rage 2, and then use Genius to make it come out, to pay for it, and then Focused Rage, exhaust Focused Rage to take 1 damage, so now I am down to 12, no sorry, down to 11. Take 1 damage and draw 1 card. Ooh, yes. Then I'm going to... I'm going to flip to Jennifer Walters, and then I'm going to use... I'm going to play Split Personality for an energy and a ground stomp. Change of form, flip your identity card. So this is one of the few times that you can flip twice in 1 turn. So when I do that, I flip the card, and as a response, after I change to this form, I deal 2 damage to an enemy. I'm going to do 2 damage to Titania. I'm looking at the wrong pile. So I got 2 damage on her. Then draw up to your printed hand size, so I'm back up to... Oh. Crap. Add a hand size of 4, not 5, like I thought. So we're already starting off a little weak, but we're gonna make that right by... Because I didn't use Mockingbird. So I'm going to... Because I didn't have any cards in my hand then, if that's the case. I'm gonna put this back somewhere in here. Now I'm going to shuffle after this. So 1, 2, 3, 4. Then we'll shuffle that into here somewhere. I needed Mockingbird, but I will take what I can get. we get? So we dropped to 4. I think I could only play Focused Rage, so I'm going to play Focused Rage. Now that I've resolved that. Focused Rage for 3, 1, 2, 3, because I don't have the resources for Avengers Mansion on this side, and I'm not going to take any more damage to draw just one more card. So I'm going to ready up, and I'm going to have to save my blocking for for Rhino, then just hope for the best again. Okay, I get 4 cards. Alright. Here we have Tag Team, another Superhuman Strength, Haymaker, and Superhuman Law Division. That's a lot to ask for, so is there a way for me to confuse? Just stun an enemy? Alright. Stun is to stop attacking. Alright. It's the end of my turn, that's the villain's turn. This is gonna go up by 1. And then he's gonna activate against me for 3. I'm going to block 3. He's just doing 3 damage, so I take 1. I'm down to 10. Yeah, I just got 4 cards in my hand. Hydra Mercenary attacks me for 1. I'm down to 9. And Titania attacks us for 4. So I'm down to 5. Okay. Then we get 1, 2 for breaking and taking. Sandman comes out. He's got tough. And then I'm tough. Give Rhino a tough status card. So he's at 13 still. We got tough. Right? That's the end of the villain's turn. Now it's back to the hero's turn. And I'm going to exhaust focus, take a damage. I'm down to 4. I draw a card. Exhaust, focused rage, take a damage, draw a card. I was hoping for something else, but we can do some damage on our turn even if we're flipped down. I'm going to play Tag Team with Helicarrier. Tag Team comes out for 1 power of aggression. That's going to be 2 for the 3. Then we got 3 resources. I'm also going to play the other Tag Team for my other 3 cards in my hand. That's also going to have 3 on that. And I am going to pile these on. And I just know that when I tap, I'm tapping both. I just need to save some space here. Okay. It also gives a lot more space out there. I like this. Okay. So we'll just make these 2 different piles of 3. And we're going to tap both of them. We're going to flip with I object, and then we're going to flip this to do 2 damage and then 2 damage. Yeah. Exhaust Tag Team and remove 1 counter from it. Deal 2 damage to an enemy. We're going to get rid of Titania. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. She's KO'd. Now we only have Hydra Mercenary, who has 0 Scheme and Sandman. We gotta just hope that Rhino is dumb and can't thwart. Let's see what let's see what dumb stuff he's getting up to. Alright. We're at 6 hand size, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Everything's readied. I have an emergency as well, so that's good. And Gamma Slam, so I can use this on my turn. Oh, man. Okay. 1, 2 punch. What is this? After the villain scheme... No, when the villain schemes, reduce the amount of threat placed by 1. and when threat would be placed on a scheme, prevent one of that threat. So I can stop 2 of them. It is the villain's turn. First things first, this goes up by 1. I'm going to use I object to say to stop that. Then we are going to see Rhino's scheme for 2. Yeah, scheme for 2. That was a call. I don't know why I said that. He's scheming for 1, and there's 2. And I'm going to use emergency when the villain schemes, reduce that amount of threat. Alright, the amount of scheme placed by 1. So he's doing 2. That means only 1 goes on there. And then 2 more from Sandman. Ooh. Bump my head into it again. Alright, this new placement I'm going to have to get used to. Sorry about this. And Sandman is done. Then we get 2 more of these. One of these is going to be an advance, and that's going to be game over. Hydra Soldier. And gang up. I'm an alter ego, so I gain Surge. Discard an upgrade or support you control. I'm going to get rid of a focused rage. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I used 1, 6. Okay, and they're done. Back to us. Hero phase. First things first, I want to flip. I'm going to do 2 damage to Sandman. I'm then going to play Focused Rage to take a damage. I'm down to 2. To draw a card, I got Mockingbird. And I'm going to what's he at? He's at 13. I have taken 13 damage. I got KO him this turn. But let's see what happens with Nick Fury. Make it cheaper by 1. He's at 3. We're going to use a 1-2 punch, Mockingbird, and a combat training to pull out Nick Fury. Nick Fury is going to draw 3 cards. That didn't work out great, but we will take what we can get. We're going to have Hulk come out for 2. So Hulk for a Hydra and a Relentless Assault. And so Hulk is out. I'm going to have him attack for 3 to defeat Hydra Mercenary. And then he gets a consequential damage. We discard the top card. This is a thinking again, bro. Okay. And then he runs away one more time. Both times he's come out, he's wasted my resources. Okay. And then I will thwart. I think I made a mistake. We'll attack for 2. So we'll do 4 damage to 2, 3, 4. Yeah. We're gonna get rid of Sandman, Hydra Soldier, and we're gonna have Nick Fury thwart for 2. He's going to take a consequential damage. Then we got to ready up. 1, 2, 3. Oh, I didn't use She-Hulk. We're going to thwart for 1 on Breaking and Taken. Yeah. 1 on Breaking and Taken, and then we'll end our turn. Okay. That's... Oh, we can't do that. We need to get rid of this first. So instead, Nick Fury thwarted Breaking and Taken to get rid of this. Oh man. Rough. And then I thwarted this one for 1. And that's the end of what I can do. I'm going to get rid of Hellcat. Right. How many doubles have I used? 1, 2. No strength yet. So I'm gonna hold up. I'm gonna hope for strength next. So 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. That's it. Alright, let's see if we can survive this turn. It is the villain's turn. First things first, this goes up to 6 now. And Rhino's going to attack me for 3. I'm going to block with Nick Fury. He is doing 4 damage. Nick Fury is KO'd. And then Hydra Soldier is going to attack me. I'm going to block to stop the damage there. And then we only get 1. Reveal the top card of the encounter deck and Surge. So when revealed, reveal the top card of the encounter deck. Test Rhino, and then it gets Surge. So it gets Surge first. When revealed. What is Surge? Alright, we're coming back to the simultaneous timing priority, and we're looking at how to resolve under fire. Pretty much what we're going to do is look at this. So step 1, constant abilities, that's what Surge is. So the first thing that happens is a Surge before we reveal anything else. The first thing that was on this deck was the Enhanced Ivory Horn, so that Surges first, and then when revealed happens. Yes. So now we deal with constant abilities that are bolded, then bolded words we start caring about. So we reveal it after this. So first things first, you get the top card of the deck, it Surges, and then you reveal this card. Rhino attacks you if the character is damaged with this attack, the character is stunned. This means that it doesn't matter because I'm KO'd. He's going to attack me for 2. I can't block. Alright. Yeah, I can't block. He attacks me for 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And I am down to -4. Alright. Interesting. That was really dumb plays by me. I don't know how She-Hulk works at all. Welcome to the salty run back. Here we go. Let's do a real quick reset right here. 3, 2, 1. Okay. Round 2. Sorry. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Run it back. Run it back. We want these, and we want to hope for some double resources maybe. Come on, 1, 2, 3, 4. I don't like this feeling, bud. We'll take it. We will take it. Alright. I think we're gonna stay down for the first turn. Unless I had the... I don't. Okay. Alright, let's begin. Nick Fury, turn 1.
Mission start.
We're gonna have him paid for by strength, and we're gonna go uppercut and 1-2 punch. So now Nick Fury's out. Let me draw 3 cards. Nope. Nick Fury comes out, and we're gonna have Helicarrier for 3. 1, 2, 3. Yeah. So Helicarrier's out, and we're going to thwart for 2. I think I might flip over just to do this. Oh, we're resetting all this health. Sorry. 15. 15. We're going to flip, do 2 damage to Rhino, and then thwart for 1. Immediately not dealing with breaking and taking anymore. We will end our turn, ready everybody up. Nick Fury takes 1 damage, then villain turn. This goes up by 1. He attacks me for 2. I'm going to block with Nick Fury. He does 3 damage. Nick Fury's KO'd. Then an encounter card. I also might want to draw up to my 4 hand size. Okay. And the encounter card. Attached to Rhino, force interrupt. When Rhino attacks, the attack gains overkill. At the end of this attack, discard charge. So he's got +3 attack for his next attack. Cool. Is there any way for me to get tough or something? No. I could superhuman strength it. Okay. Beginning of my turn. It's my turn. Now, I'm going to attack Rhino for 3, doing 3 damage. And then, well, before I attack, he's still at 13. I use Helicarrier. The next card I play has that, so just because of the timing, I need to do it this way because it's a response. So, Helicarrier first, do 3 damage. He takes the 3 damage. Then I play 1-2 punch. After you make a basic attack using your attack, ready She-Hulk. I do. It's free because of Helicarrier. Then I play Superhuman Strength for 2 cards. After She-Hulk attacks, yeah, this is an upgrade. So now she has +2 attack. Then I attack for 3, 4, 5. He's down to 5. After She-Hulk attacks, discard Superhuman Strength, stun the attacked enemy. So he is stunned, so he doesn't attack anymore. Then I will flip, because it's fine if he wants to thwart right now. I need the cards 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Do we have... Nope. We do have aggression, and we do have attack team. Chase them down, maybe. Ground stomp could work. Maybe. No, let's assault if we bump to 1 villain, 1 minion. And then I could use chase them down after that, so. Okay. Now it's the villain's turn. Step 1, he gets one of these. When threat would be placed on a scheme, I object, prevent 1 of that. Then Rhino activates, he's going to scheme for 1. He's just scheming for 1. This is up to 2. And then he gives us 1 of these. Hydra Soldier. This has guard, and when defeated, I get a counter card for defeating it. That's my turn. I'm going to play... Well, first things first, we're going to flip. Deal 2 damage to Hydra Soldier. We're going to play we're going to play Relentless Assault for 2. So, Power of Aggression. That counts as a fist. So, deal 5 damage to a minion. Yeah, this is an attack, so I was able to hit him. Deal 5 damage to a minion. So I do 5 damage to him. He takes 2. He is KO'd, and 3 go to Rhino. He's down to 2. Gains overkill. This was resolved in the mode this. When defeated, deal the engaged player an encounter card. So I got one of these. Then I will play... Oh, chase them down. After your hero attacks and defeats an enemy, remove 2 threat from a scheme. And then I'm going to use a helicarrier to make attack team cheaper. So it costs 2, I pay 2. And it gets 3 tokens. I tap it. We deal 2 damage to an enemy. We do 2 damage to Rhino. He is KO'd. Before I do that, because what if part 3 has a thing? Toughness. He starts with, and he's gonna stun me. No, that's fine. Attack team. KO Rhino version 2. Rhino's stunned, he's KO'd, he's at 0, and now round 2, we have 16 HP. He's tough, so we'll just put this here. He's also stunned. And when revealed, stun each hero. So now I am stunned. I'm immediately going to attack to get rid of stunned. And that's my whole turn. 1, 2, 3, 4. Alright. Villain phase. This goes up by 1. He is going to attack me. He is stunned, so he can't. Then he's going to get an encounter card. The villain schemes for 1, 2. This is at 3. And this is resolved. Under fire, again, surge, then reveal the top card of the encounter deck. Attached to Rhino. When any amount of damage would be dealt to Rhino, place it here instead. Then if there's at least 5 damage here, discard Armored Rhino suit. Alright. So we revealed that's that. And then crowd control. Crisis, but it's only 2 per player. Panic civilians. Crowd the area. It is difficult to confront Rhino without putting them at risk. Get the people to safety. Okay. That's the end of his turn, and then it's my turn. I am immediately going to use Helicarrier to make Mockingbird cheaper by 1. I'm going to use Genius. As soon as she comes out, she stuns an enemy. Just buy us a little bit more time. We're going to do 3 damage to Rhino. No, we're not. We're going to ping him with Mockingbird first. She's going to take a consequential damage, and she gets rid of tough. We're going to hit him for 3, 4, 5. That's going to get rid of Armored Rhino suit, and I don't have another card to play, so I'm going to ready everything up, end my turn, and I'm going to hold on to both of these after I flip. Then it's going to be 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay. Then it's going to be Rhino's turn. First things first, this goes up by 1. I object. He schemes for 1, 2, 3. That goes up to 6. Scary. And then he's going to give us one of these. This card gains Surge. This card gains Surge. He really wants to attack me. Surge, when revealed, exhaust your identity card. Discard an upgrade or support you control. We're going to get rid of Tac Team. Yeah. Okay, now it is my turn. We are going to... What are we going to play? We're going to play... You're going to use Helicarrier to make Tac Team cheaper. Huh? No. We're making the next card cheaper, but it's going to be Split Personality. We're going to hold off on that real quick. So, keeping this here. If we do that, we need 2 cards, so we're going to do this, these 2. Alright, if I play Legal Practice, Alter Ego Action, choose and discard 5 cards from your hand, I'm discarding 2. Remove 1 threat from a scheme for each card discarded this way. I'm going to get rid of Crowd Control. And then I'm going to use Helicarrier to play Split Personality. That's going to be both cards I flip and draw 2 printed hand size. So no, before I even do that, before this takes place, before I do this, before I pay these, I flip, I do 2 damage to Rhino. I think I have to do it that way. I could possibly draw 2 more cards. Oh no, I'm gonna have to draw 4 cards then. Yeah, alright, using Split Personality, we're gonna flip. Alright, Helicarrier, pay 2 for Split Personality. She flips to She-Hulk. She did the 2 damage to Rhino. She draws up to 4 cards. And I can pay for Avengers Mansion, which is great. I'm going to have to... I could play Avengers Mansion. Will I lose immediately? This is in my hand. I thwart for 1. That gives me 1 breathing room. That is not enough. It's going to go up by 1 and that's it. Unless he has an advance. Does he have another advance? He has 1 at least in here. Just 1. Yeah. He's going to get another one this turn, so... Man, that would stink if I have to do that. I would have to use Legal Practice to... Oh, no. Even this run back I'm going to lose. Alright. I need the breathing room more than I need the extra card. Yeah. I guess I'm going to use Legal Practice. Let's find out. We're going for it. 4. Draw an extra card. And we got Hulk next turn. We ready everything up. 1, 2, 3, 4. We don't deck out. That's good. And then it is the villain's turn. This goes up by 1. He's at 6. He goes to attack me. He doesn't. He gives me a counter. And is it advance? No. Hydra Soldier instead. And when defeated, it gives me another one of these. Alright, last one. My turn. We're going to get Hulk out. We're going to do Avengers Mansion first. Draw an extra card. We're going to make Hulk 1 cheaper. And please don't disappoint me this time, bro. Please. Please don't. We're going to use Tenacity. And he's going to attack for 3. To do 3 damage to the Hydra Soldier. We get... Ooh, a wild. All of the above. Okay. Deal 2 damage to an enemy. We have to do Hydra Soldier. Alright, does it have to be in any order? I'm going to deal 1 damage to each character. So, Mockingbird is KO'd. Hydra Soldier's KO'd. Hulk takes 1 damage to each character. I take 1 damage. Rhino takes a damage. And that's everybody, right? Yep. Then he deals 2 damage to an enemy. It's 11. And then discard Hulk. So he still goes away. But that's way better than he did before. Sorry. Yeah, discard the top card. If that print card resource has this, right? So we've decked out, but we're still resolving this card. Then we resolve the card, and part of that is discarding the Hulk. Then we get 1 for defeating Hydra Soldier. We get 1 for running out of cards. And then we have to shuffle our cards to make a new deck. And I'm just going to have to hope that he doesn't kill me immediately. Okay. I need to thwart once. I need to thwart once, and that'll eat up some time. Okay. Then oh. No, my hero didn't attack and defeat an enemy. Crap. We're going to play Superhuman Strength as my last thing. So I just have +2 attack, and I get to stun the attacked enemy. But I need to thwart. So I thwart for 1 for some breathing room. Then I end my turn. I draw 4 cards. Yo. Okay. Word. Hulk, thank you very much. Now, villain turn. This goes up by 1. He's going to get an advance, isn't he? He's going to activate against me for 4, 7. Plus this, I am not going to block because I feel like he's going to attack me again. So, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 8. I take 8 damage. I'm down to 6 from 14. That hurt. Then we get an encounter card. Place 4 threat on each side scheme. If there are no side schemes in play, discard cards from the top of the encounter deck until a side scheme is discarded. Reveal that side scheme. Get rid of advance, please. Please advance. Please advance. Yes. Alright. And did we get rid of Legions of Hydra? Yes! Alright. Discard cards from the top of the deck until a side scheme is discarded. Feel that side scheme. None are in the... None are here. So we finish discarding. This gets discarded. And then we get +1 onto here. A force interrupt when Rhino attacks. The attack gains overkill. At the end of this attack, discard charge. So this is also in here somewhere. So now he's back down to just 4 damage. Alright. So I'm wondering if one of the Legions of Hydra is in there now. Because now we don't have to worry about scheming? Hopefully? Famous last words? Legions of Hydra. If Madam Hydra is not in place, search the encounter deck and discard pile. I'm pretty sure she's in here. I just saw her. Madam Hydra comes out. Okay. Search the encounter deck and discard pile for Madam Hydra. Put her into play, engage with you. Then shuffle the encounter deck. Place 2 additional threat here for each Hydra enemy in play. So that starts at 3. Because she's out, it starts at 5. And she cannot be damaged while the Legions of Hydra side scheme is in play. She's also elite. After Madam Hydra schemes or attacks, place 2 threat on each Legions of Hydra side scheme. Cool. I need to hope that I can do 11 damage before he can get one more threat on this. Ooh. If Madam Hydra is not in play, we do that. And then place 2 additional threat for each Hydra enemy in play. So this goes up to 5 as well. Okay. We somehow survived. It's crazy. Okay. Back to our turn. And nothing's blocking us. I could do 2. I could do 5, 8. I could possibly do enough damage. I'm going to draw a card. I'm going to make a card cheaper by 1. What am I going to use it on? I'm going to use it on Hulk so I can play with strength, thematically appropriate. He comes out. I'm going to attack for 2. Sorry, 3, 4, 5. He's down to 6. Hulk is going to attack for 3. He's down to 3. He's going to run away. I was right. Then we're going to use attack team. Oh, we attacked for 5. This gets discarded and he's stunned. I'm going to pay the 3 to get attack team out. I'm so close. I'm so close, dude. Attack team deals 2 damage to him. He's down to 1. I think I lose. Okay, that's the end of my turn. I can't do anything else. We used all our cards. We're back up to 4. And that's game. Hulk really screwed me up on that one because I needed him to not run away. I needed him to do any of the other 2 things, but he keeps running away from me. So, first things first. This goes up by 2. It goes up to 8, and then we lose. Darn you, Hulk. Hulk is really good at showing up, hitting somebody for 3, and then running away. And I think I have 3, not back to back. He did help that one time, but he still keeps running away, like, immediately. So, I don't know. He comes in, smashes, and then runs. I did the run back, and I did way better the second time, so I'm glad I did that. That's expert. We got to see everything that time. We even got to see how Shadow of the Past works. We got to see how the expert cards worked for... like Exhaustion came out. Yeah, we resolved all 3 of them. Exhaustion, Master Plan, and Under Fire. All 3 of those came out. We had both Legions of Hydra come out one right after the other. This is insane. I really had no other choice but to try to KO him, and I was so close. I was so close. Again, it wasn't even that bad. I liked how this all turned out. We got one more hero. Yeah, we got one more hero. We got one more villain set up, this time with MODOK. And we'll see how this turns out. Oh boy. Oh boy. Thank you so much for watching. I actually had a lot of fun losing this time, so I'm glad. I'm really glad I got this on camera. I haven't had a good game with She-Hulk before, so this has been very good. Thank you so much for being here. Thank you for watching. Have a great day, have a great night, and as always, stay positive.